Here are today's top news stories and why they matter. Roman Catholic cardinals today commenced the process of electing a new pope. The cardinals have isolated themselves from the rest of the world until they choose a leader capable of uniting a diverse yet divided global church. This tradition, called the conclave, is taking place in the Vatican's Sistine Chapel following a public mass at St. Peter's Basilica. The cardinals are tasked with finding a successor to Pope Francis, who passed away last month. How is voting done? It's been centuries since a pope was elected on the first day of a conclave, so voting is expected to extend over several days before one of the cardinals gains the necessary two-thirds majority to become the 267th pontiff. Today there will be a single ballot. Following that, the cardinals may vote up to 4 times a day. If the vote is inconclusive, black smoke will emerge from a chimney atop the chapel. Conversely, white smoke accompanied by ringing of bells signal that the 1.4 billion member church has chosen a new leader. Here is Jude Thaddeus Lange Bassembang, a member of the Cameroonian Catholic clergy.
Today all eyes are turned towards the Vatican.
Today all eyes are turned towards the Sistine Chapel. All eyes are turned towards the cardinals who are going into the action of the Holy Spirit to pray for the new Pope. We are expecting, after the guidance of the Holy Spirit and after the prayer sessions, to have a new Pope. I'm expecting a prayerful Pope, a Pope loved by the people, a Pope after God's own heart. My sentiments are shared with all those in Africa. Here in Africa, we also need a Pope that loves God, that loves the people, that can see to the need of the problems of justice and peace in the whole world, and especially on the continent. But above all, we love a Pope that will take us to God, bring us closer to God, bring us closer to Jesus Christ.
Sudan's army says its anti-aircraft systems intercepted drones targeting the country's largest naval base in Port Sudan earlier today. Explosions were heard in the city, but it's unclear whether they occurred near the Flamingo base. What happened? The drone strikes on Port Sudan mark a new phase in the conflict as they target the army's main stronghold in eastern Sudan. This follows the army's successful push in March that forced the Rapid Support Forces, or RSF, back westward across much of central Sudan, including Khartoum. Why is this significant? The ongoing conflict, combined with a surge in violence in Western Darfur region, has led to approximately 20,000 people fleeing into Chad over the last 2 weeks. This rising number of refugees has created an alarming situation at the border, according to the UNHCR, the United Nations Refugee Agency. And now to some sports. Reactions are still streaming in what many are calling one of the greatest Champions League semi-final ties in recent memory, and both coaches had a lot to say. FC Barcelona coach Hansi Flick has expressed pride and disappointment in equal measure after his team's narrow exit. Flick has acknowledged Inter's strength up front and highlighted the growth potential of his young side. Meanwhile, Inter Milan boss Simone Inzaghi was full of praise for the grit and character of his squad. Inter Milan have booked their place in the Champions League final after an unforgettable 4-3 victory over Barcelona in the second leg of the semi-final, taking the aggregate score to 7-6. Across both matches, the teams produced 13 goals in what is being described as one of the greatest two-legged ties in Champions League history. Their win gives Inter a shot at redemption after their narrow 1-0 defeat to Manchester City in the 2023 final. What's next? The Champions League drama continues tonight as Arsenal head to Paris for a decisive clash with Paris Saint-Germain. PSG carry a slim advantage after their win at the Emirates in the first leg, meaning the pressure is squarely on Mikel Arteta's side. The winner will face Inter Milan in the final, scheduled to take place in Munich on May 31st. And that's it for today. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and comment on the stories we highlight on this channel, DW Africa. My name is Michael Uti.